Storm Nils caught us slightly unprepared. We knew bad weather was on its way, but what we experienced was far more than we had anticipated. It began in the evening. We could hear the thunder rolling closer and closer, and by the middle of the night the wind had grown fierce. It was the kind of wind that keeps you awake, wondering what damage you'll wake up to in the morning. All we could hope for was that the power wouldn't go out. We had seen reports on the news of different parts of France being hit hard by the storm, but in our area everything seemed relatively calm. It almost felt like we had escaped the chaos. Unfortunately, that wasn't the case. After a full night of thunderstorms, we woke up to quite a bit of damage around the area. And as we had feared, the electricity was out. We woke up to a cold house, no lights, and no power.
Она держалась, но она упала. Это было очень сильный ветер, он сдулся.
Power poles had been snapped in half and trees were lying across the cables. Reports were coming in from everywhere about power outages. Once the storm had calmed down a bit, we took the opportunity to fill up the donkeys' hay so they'd have enough food and hopefully wouldn't try to escape again in the middle of the storm. Unfortunately, the hay bale started to fall apart while we were moving it, so we didn't manage to load it properly into the feeder. But the most important thing was that the donkeys had enough food to get through the bad weather until it was finally over. The bad weather definitely limited what we could day to day, but we still tried to make the most of it and keep things moving as best we could.
Alright, welcome to the attic. Now, just need to screw all of this down and then go ahead and insulate it. I've bought a roll and some tape and have my staple gun. So yeah, let's get to it.
A few weeks ago, we made the big decision to remove the chimney that had been sitting on rotten beams 2 floors down in our living room. Once we started opening it up, it was honestly scary to see how close it was to collapsing. The entire structure was in really bad and unsafe condition. Gisli began by removing the top part of the chimney from the roof, which left a huge hole exposed to the sky. We quickly covered it with roof tiles, but even after sealing it up, the cold wind was still finding its way into the house. So now it's time to tackle the section under the roof. We're adding insulation to properly seal everything off, hoping it will make the house warmer and prevent our heating system from working overtime.
Then it's all sealed up. This is where the chimney used to be. Completely sealed up now. You can see all the dust in here. Yummy, yummy. And there's a lot of mouse and rat poop up here. Hasn't been the loveliest experience, but had to be done.
The constant cold and rainy weather was not giving us a break. The cold house was not comfortable to live in, and the kindergarten was closed due to the power outage. Still, we had to be creative and get ourselves moving despite these conditions. With our two little helpers, we started removing what was left of the fireplace and chimney in our bedroom, making even more space in the room.
Okay, this way. That's a say.
Thankfully, the recycling station was open, and whenever the rain gave us a break, we loaded up the car and drove over to dispose of the debris. Sometimes there is only so much you can do in bad weather. It can be hard to plan and follow through when you absolutely can't control nature and what it brings. The rough weather is still continuing, but every now and then we catch a glimpse of the sun, and in those moments we're reminded that spring is only a few days away. We're really looking forward to some brighter, sunnier days. Thank you for staying with us and keep safe out there.